What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Caliber 24/7. Welcome back to my YouTube channel as I bring you this brand new FX video. And as we prepare for this new coming week, make sure you stay around till the end of the video for you guys to know what it is that I'm really looking into and what is the anticipation for this week's market. So make sure you are subscribed if you are not, like the video of course, and turn on the post notification bell so that you do get notified every time I upload those videos like this one. And that being your boy Caliber, let's jump straight into the new video. From a daily time frame, and first things first is we want to highlight or identify our support and resistance, and in this case that's our resistance, and I'm also going to take this one as well, also take this as a support, and maybe also include this one right here as a support. So these are my support and resistance from the daily. I'm gonna skip the daily and go to 1 hour. Now what has been happening is the market has been moving towards the downside, giving us this big structure, and inside this big structure right there we had what we call inner trends, which is a structure within structure, and you guys could see that the market was closing in. This is what we call an ending dialogue, and with that we had a nice head and shoulders, a break, a retest, and the push to the upside. So we kind of identify these patterns, and this is what we usually look into. And if you check the previous weeks, we have been anticipating a buy on Euro USD, and finally we caught the buys all the way to the upside. So with this week's market, we see that we are pushing nicely towards the upside. So I'm just going to add that resistance right there. We see that the market is retesting on that zone, and I'm just going to remove this one, and I'm going to focus on this bullish market towards the upside, and see if maybe we can have any opportunities either going up or down. But using the simple price action strategy is we understand that the market is now overall towards the upside, so also taking into consideration that we are on a resistance, it looks good for a sell, but only I will sell when the market breaks below this support trend line, which is that's around somewhere here. So once the market breaks below that part, then only then I will be able to take selling opportunities. So I'd rather put my sell stop right about there. My stop loss should be 300 points, and take profit all the way down towards that downside. But because we have identified and we know that the market is actually moving towards the upside, then what I am anticipating also, this is another possibility, is that once the market starts to break above this part, retest, and then continue moving towards the upside, and maybe when the market gets there, it might come back for a retest at this point and then continue moving towards the upside overall, because I'm looking that Euro USD is coming back to that part of the market. If not that part, then that second resistance, which is, I have been analyzing this and I have been anticipating that the market will get there since the beginning of the year. However, we just had this nice pushback towards the downside, and now the market is coming back with a impulse, hopefully from a bigger time frame. So with Euro USD, I'm only looking to buy when the market breaks above that, gives me a nice structure and retest here, and then push to the upside. Then I'll only take that as a continuation flag, and if not, then I'm gonna wait for the market to break below this, come back for a retest just about here. So here's what I'm talking about. Goes like this, retest, and then the market sells off. So that's gonna look like an M. Here it's just gonna look like a normal continuation zigzag type of a thing. So these are the two possibilities. I will eat on the market either way, whether we are buying or selling. It's looking good. It has been ranging right about there. We had a resistance zone looking from the previous history, sell, and that qualifies for me to can say that's a sell zone opportunity right there. And right about here we have a support, so we can clearly see that the market is trading between these two zones right here and this part right here, because it has been bouncing off as a support, false break, comes back in, gets to that point, it sells off. Now it's looking to go back. So I just want to point to you guys how the market repeats itself. You see this bit of price action here looks the same as this bit of price action. Now it's not going to look the same in terms of size and candlestick to candlestick, but this to me looks the same. And if I am to take this part as well, I also see that that's more of a prediction for me to can say the market repeats itself, and in the future this is what might be happening right here. This is what I see, a huge consolidation from a daily time frame before the market actually sells off to this part of the market. So coming back to the analysis, I see that the market is actually pushing nicely above like that, giving us this nice channel from the daily. And the very same thing that happened here, it's what has happened previously on this part of the market, right? Hence I'm saying this bit of price action might just happen right there. So now that we have broken below this trend line, let's drop down to 1 hour. Let's go to 4 hours, and we can clearly see that this is the resistance, this is the support, the break towards the downside, and then this is a flag after the break. So this is an impulse correction, and this gives us more of a flag. And what's happening here, we were anticipating sales from last week. I told you guys that I will be selling the market. I did sell from here to here, we did make profits, and from here we started to protect profits. Whatever profits we had, the market pushed to the upside. Now there's a reason why I kind of like protected here, simply because I understood that the market has a tendency to retest its previous support, right, which is now a potential resistance, and that's this part right here. So I want you to see, guys, how the market repeats itself. Right here it broke impulsively, and now it's correctively pushing back to the upside, pushed back in with a impulse move, and it's gonna catch traders on the wrong side of the market, thinking that the market will continue, only to find that the market is only gonna sell now, because this looks like a clear head and shoulders, right? So I just want to prove to you that the market moves the same, and it's been like this for a very long time. Now let's take this bit of price action from this part till maybe here. So I just want you to see or notice how this looks exactly the same like this bit of price action here. It might not be the same in terms of the scale and size, but the market movement and the market behavior, it is exactly the same. And as you guys can see, the market here, we kind of expected the market to sell off from here, and what happened was it broke from this part. The market broke below, came back for a retest just about there, and look what happened. It sold off, pushed back to the upside. Let me zoom in. It pushed back to the upside, false break, which is what's happening right now, and then it pushed back in very aggressively, and this is what we are anticipating to happen from here. So I'm more hyped about selling this pair than just buying, right? Simply because also the analysis from a bigger time frame, it does confirm that we are selling. However, I am anticipating a bit of a consolidation price action, so I'm not going to be ignorant and hold all the way down to whatever support zone. This will be my first take profit, and as soon as we come to this point, I'm gonna close some trades and leave some running and protect my profits, so that if the market gets to drop like this, gets to this point and pushes up and maybe goes up like that to just create that consolidation, I would have protected whatever profits I would have made from this entry that I will take from here. So entry wise, how will I take my entries is I would prefer to sell this pair once it comes back inside this channel, right, or below this zone. So that would be me having my sell stop orders right about there, and me having my stop loss at 250 points, which is 25 pips, or 30 pips, which is 300 points. Just around there, that's where I'd have my stop, and this would be my first take profit. So that would be a 4% movement, and that's a good risk, that's a good entry. according to me. So definitely be on the lookout on NZD/USD, but chances are it's still possible for the market to kind of come like this and boom, pushes to the upside. So I'm not saying be ignorant about that part. You just need to know what to do when the market does that. And in most cases, I usually just place a trend. Whenever market breaks the trend, that's where I usually take my opportunities. So I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. I know I kept it nice and short and simple. Hopefully I went straight into the point. I am looking to grow, and I do take your response to consideration. So please keep them coming. Highlight me on my Instagram, comment down below in the comment section, and smash the like for this video. Also subscribe to the YouTube channel if you have not. Don't forget to turn on the post notification bell so that you do get notified every time I upload a dope video like this one. And that it's been your boy Kaliwa signing out. Peace.